Hello, everyone. Went ahead and got another one of these coin dishes. This one's got a little handle on it. They said it was like they thought a candy dish. I went ahead and put some silver in it because, well, it looks kind of neat with silver in it. Um, Another thing, I got this box that I've started to stick U.S. coins in, and that this box has got some world silver, world coins, and some US coins. So what I'm planning on doing is taking the US ones out of this and putting them in this one for now to fill it out a little bit. So I'm gonna have to move a couple things around. It's got about 50 to 60 coins in it, and even has a British Mint item. Probably came in a mint set or something. And we will go ahead now and show that I've purchased a coin album. And this is what I've stuck in it so far. There's a dime that came from AG Stacker that New Silver Stacker sent me. Frosty sent me a dime. This is a 1/10 ounce round that AG Stacker sent me. This quarter, I gave a dime to Martin, and he said he had something for me. Took him a while to get around to bringing it, but he brought me this quarter. Now, this Mexican 2 peso coin came from a Mexican restaurant I go to a lot. The guy that works there I've known for about 6 or 7 years probably, gave it to me Sunday. And then these two nickels, one shilled and one's just a 38 regular Jefferson the first year, were a couple coins that Daryl had pulled out when I bought a few coins from him for my treasure chest challenge. Now, about that, all these coins in the dish are ones I've bought so far for the treasure chest challenge. Now, I know someone's watching. I'm saying hello to you. Don't know who you are, but this is the stuff I got. A couple of these dimes here, this worn out one, and one of these Standing Liberties came from Daryl. The other, the 50-cent pieces, and a couple Roosevelt dimes, they came from my regular coin dealer, Jack. All this stuff will be in this. Um, anyway, it's time to pull these out and put them in that dish for now. You can kind of look at them a little bit. Roosevelt dime, Walking Liberty half, 43. A bit polished, at least it looks at Benji. Another Washington quarter, Standing Liberty. A couple very worn out dimes. Another Washington quarter, 42, and this one is an S mint. A worn out Barber, and then a 64 Roosevelt. Now this one is an S mint. So I'm going to take this dish off the table for now and start sorting a little bit this box. What I need to do, in this bag of world silver coins, a lot of these are ones from the Philippines at the United States. I made, struck a couple Cuban ones and a Balboa hat, 19, I think it's a 31. No, it's a 1930 Balboa. I kind of lost track of this little bag of silver. And I think I have one of these sitting somewhere else that I was doing a little restoration on, because it doesn't appear to be in the bag. And there was 2 of them in here, so I gotta find that. Anyway. Alright. Now I'm just gonna start pulling out various United States coins out of this. There's a few pennies. It's a little bit nicer looking one. Still has mint luster. This one has quite a bit of mint luster on it. It's a 53D wheat cent. And again, these staples should be flattened out. That one is, but these 2 aren't. Just flatten them with a pair of pliers like this. Then this won't catch your coins and tear them up. So we'll start putting these in the other box. We'll put the Indian head, 1902 and 1907 in the front. And then follow it with the other pennies. Kind of expect to sort of fill this box up before I'm done. Let me get this 46 toned dime in here. Find a couple proofs and a buffalo nickel and a few other things. This is already in the box. An uncirculated Benjamin Franklin. Again, we'll flatten some staples. Careful not to scrunch the coin with the pliers any, although it'll only scratch it. You have to have pretty strong hands to smash a silver coin with a pair of pliers that small. First world coin is a Bermuda penny, which I'm not really sure why they put a pig on these, but they did. I have a Bermuda dime with Queen Elizabeth, but right now I'm not going to go through every coin and talk about it, but I might show 1 or 2 of them. This is what I'm talking about, the one that I can't find yet. 750 silver, 75%. It's a 50 centavos Philippine coin, the United States struck form. An old sterling coin, that's kind of cool. Portuguese 2.5 escados, something like that, with a sailing ship design. I like that one a lot. It's $2. It's got silver. I'm not sure how much. It's about the size of a nickel, but it's supposed to be silver. Yeah. The Cuban star coin. There should be 1 of them in that one bag. At least 1 like this. Unless it got misplaced. Mint token. That's United States. We'll put that in there. Couple still in the mint wrap quarters that aren't silver. We'll put them in there too. 57, which looks uncirculated. Seems to have a slight brown toning on the side. There's 1 in the mint wrap. Those can go in here. By the way, 65 Kennedy. This is 40% silver. Quite nice looking. There's a Walker. Having a hard time getting a hold of some of these. A few more dimes and a Walker. We'll stick them in here. Okay, we'll talk about this real quick. Gold-plated Walker. You see the gold collar to it. It's a 46, and it is a D mint, but it was $12 when I bought it, which is pretty close to the going rate for $half then. Pulling out more of these. Another bimetal type coin. That's a nice looking penny. Of course, here's one of the Philippine coins, 1 centavos. This is something you don't see too often, an unstruck penny planchet. Again, flatten these staples out so it won't actually scratch another coin. Eventually I got to do this to all these because I don't want to scratch up my coins with staples. All right, 73S proof. Proof time. What year was that? 76. Well, that's not silver. A really nice looking 64 Washington. The metal luster spirals around it like it should. It's uncirculated. Almost to the end of this. You sometimes kind of forget how many coins you stuffed into something. They call this one Choice Extra Fine. That's what it says. And still has some mint luster on it, but starts to break up a little bit. Extra fine. Coin with a big hole in the middle of it. What do we got here? British large penny, 1909, with the Britannia on the back. If you haven't seen these, they're a rather large coin. I mean, that's a Morgan dollar, and that's that. So it's, where's a loose 50-cent piece I can hold up to this? It's about the same size as our 50-cent coins. Go ahead and stick that back there. So this stays in here, as does the mint emblem. Another coin with a hole in the middle, 1917. Egyptian coin. Kind of neat. It's CN, so I guess it means copper nickel. Another British penny, large, 1932. Rather large Philippine coin, 5 peso. Republic of Filipinas, or Pino, whatever the Canadian. Proof. I think this is proof. Yeah, it says proof on it. I don't know how many of these they actually made. Someone has flattened the staples on this. It has Queen Elizabeth on it. We're almost to the end of this box. This is a 5 centavos. So this one's not silver. A Swedish coin. Another Great Britain large coin with King George VI on it. I'm assuming this is how many they minted, 77 million. There's quite a few of them made. There's an older Canadian coin, 1901. That's Queen Victoria. And it is 1901, 1 cent. It's a big penny. French Somaliland, 10 francs. Philippine proof coin. I don't know where this coin holder come from. Looks like it says BCW on it. And this winds out with, if I remember correctly, mostly these large pennies. Great Britain, 27. That's King George V. 35, King George V. Another couple coins with holes in the middle. These are always kind of neat. Cayman Island with Queen Elizabeth on it. If you want to have a look, the coin, there it is. And there's another. This is Hong Kong, very small. 5, is that 5? 5 cents. And then one more coin with a hole in the middle of it. So about half of this box was US coins. And with the ones I put in this box, set that down. You can see the US is leading the race if it's a race. Now I'm gonna grab some of these, start working some of these into the boxes just to store them. And have a look at a few of them as I do, including, of course, we're going to look at a Balboa. That's in uncirculated condition. Really a remarkable design on these. This is a 1961, 90% silver, 12.5 grams. That's US, but I have a different box for it. That's a Barber dime, 1900, 1906. That's a little bit better coin, and that I'm going to put them in the other box. That's a really nice looking Indian head coin. That's going to go in the front here. It's 1909. All right. Florin, that's going in here. Another florin, that's going in there. Half crown from New Zealand. Another Balboa. This one's a quarter. Has slight toning on it. I really like this design. It's a 1961, so I'm going to put it with the other Balboa in here, which is a 1961 as well. Another US coin that can go in that box. Another one. These are old mint coins. Barber. There's a Cypress with a ram on it, but he's not a very stocky ram. The Switzerland tin wrapping coin, which I thought might be silver when I first saw it, just because how it's colored. The color of the coin. That goes in the other box. As does that one, 1891 O. This, though, is probably one of the best looking one of these I have. 1887, Seated Liberty dime. I got it at the coin show. One dime. It's one of the more expensive dimes I've bought too. All right. Pulling some more coins. I don't have a whole lot more over here, so it won't take too much longer to get these in the boxes. £1 coin. A non-silver Balboa. Lots of spectacular looking proof. A modern proof. These can go in this box. The Ukrainians are still fighting. They actually seem to be whipping the Russians by almost every account. And I'm glad they're fighting. All right, we have another Balboa that's somewhat circulated. It's a 1962, but it's the same design, just not as bright as that other one. So I'm going to put it right behind those other two Balboas. So it's kind of in the same general vicinity. Keep grabbing more coins off this. Standing Liberty, 1920. Only one of these I have a full date on before 1924. 1925 they changed the design. The date doesn't wear off as fast. But this was the only one, so it's going in the better coin box. But as is that one, because it's very fine. I don't really like this holder too much. I need to get a card mount. It's a 29D. Let's see how sharp the D looks. It's kind of banged up a little bit, but it's good enough to go in that. This one is a common date one, 1895 Barber quarter, which is nice. And that's going in the better, because that's a Carson City dime. That's going to go in my better coin because it's a bit expensive. I always look at the mint marks on these. Mint mark on this one's inside the reef, underneath one dime. Mostly they're down there under the reef. Well, that one goes in the better box. We're getting close to the end of the coins over here. It should pretty much fill that. 34 quarter. Another old mint quarter, 1908. Another 1908. And a couple 1907s. Oh, all Orleans mint. So start working these coins into that box, because it's going to be full by the time I get done. Then I'll have to go through it and kind of sort them out by dimes and quarters and halves, because that way it'll be easier to find what I'm looking for and sort them by year. So if I ever decide to sell some of these common date things, it'll be easy to go through and evaluate the coins for the day now whenever I go around and selling them. Now, I'm surprised this is only $4.50, because it is got a lot of detail left on it. It's a 1913 dime. I figured this would probably be about, $6 or $7, because these particular types of dimes got worn out a lot, circulated a lot, and worn out a lot. But this 1895, they made 4.4 million of these. Came up in one of my other live streams. I'm looking to buy an 1895 old Morgan dollar soon. But that pretty much says full box to me. It's all the way out to the end. Now these foreign coins, there's quite a bit of space left in that one. So we can close this one up. Where is the lid for this other? It's around here somewhere. Where did I put it? Number 4. So these boxes, got them from my coin dealer. Look at the price. Used, $1. They cost a little bit more if you buy them brand new, but this is all US coins now. It's pretty well close to full. And this one's foreign, and it's got about 3 or 4 inches to fill out. We'll put these over here for now and get out my little bit better coin box. I'm gonna have to take a few out of it. this is where I'm keeping this red box, which has some nicer coins in it, a little bit higher valued ones. And we'll show you a couple real quick. Including a different Carson City dime, 1876. This particular one, it's below the reef. It's kind of a nice looking coin, that's for sure. So we put it in with the other two Carson Cities, one that I got that's damaged and one that's just good. So anyway, these two go back into the box in front of that one. Then I go back a little bit because I got a few seated dimes in here to get back to the 1875 Carson City, which this is the other one I had, or still have, I mean, with the CC in the middle, and you can see a lot of scrape damage on the back of this coin, but it's the same deal. This one's worn, but at least it doesn't have a lot of big scrapes on the back. So this one goes in this box. I'll put this one in front of that one because the better one's in the back. That's just how I kind of sort them. All right. I have a spot back here where I get into some standing Liberty quarters and stuff that are pretty nice. This is a 29D. This is a 29S, so it'll go in front of that one. Well, there's a 29D there. It says fine. This cost me $9. This one says it's extra fine, and it costs 28. So these go up pretty fast once you start getting higher value, or higher grade, I mean. Let's see if I can find, yeah, this is going to go to 20. It's going to go here. The 1887 dime is going to be one of the last dimes in here, probably. Well, I have an 1889, a couple 1889s, a couple 1890s, and a couple, well, at least three 1891s. So I got quite a few after it. It goes here. Now, 1891, I have two Philadelphia ones. That one's not in real bad shape, and neither is that one, really. One's dark, one's probably been wiped clean a little. And I do notice a scratch on there, and it is probably on the dime. Without taking out of the holder, it's a little bit harder to tell. Go back, get back here. Where's the dimes? 1891 Philly. So O, M-N-O-P, O will go in front. That wasn't a real cheap one there. It's $20. It's good. The Old Mint's there. If you've not seen Old Mint, we'll drop that back in there right in front of those others. Once I get back a little bit to where I was. Now, 1845, we go back towards the front a little bit, including this being the first video I made was for this coin. 1845 goes right here. Now, it's starting to get a little bit tight, so I'm going to have to go to the back and pull out some stuff that is modern silver proofs. Well, that one's not really a modern one, but I got a penny. That is, though. This is what the modern silver proof ones are. They're 90% silver. Well, that one's got to stay. And they got to come out of there. At least a few of them. To make room for other stuff. So it's not so tight. We'll pull out this proof too. Those can go in that other box. Really like this design. It's a Philippine coin. It's going to stay in this box just because I've only seen these at coin shops a couple times. Now it does have a ring ding, but it's a neat design. Gonna have to flatten some staples. You can buy a stapler that does this when you staple, so you won't have it. Or you can buy these in the type that you put the coin in and then you close it and it has a, some kind of tape or something, glue, holds it shut. I think I have a few of these in here. This is towards the back and I'm going to keep it back there. All right. This has to go back into this was the oldest one or newest one of these I had, 1860. It's not bad. It's got good details left on it. This one's quite worn. It was a lot cheaper, $51 less. So this goes in here. Now, about the other type holder. This is one of them. There's no staples on it because it's got some kind of glue that you put this in and you close it and press it and it holds it in place. No staples. I do like that. Now this Barber half is one of the better looking Barber halves I have. It's an old mint one. I'll flatten some more staples. A lot of staples on this particular one. Not sure why. Now, this tape kind of pulled off a little bit of the paper, but that doesn't matter. 1906 Barber half dollar. I think we got another one in this box somewhere. But if not, I'm just going to work it in. It's 1906. Put it right after the seated ones. And I have this. It's 1876 dime. We'll put it where it goes. It's a Philadelphia. It has company. That one says very good. What's the Carson City one? We'll put it back. $1876 has got company. There's one that's really worn out. That one says it's very good. Obviously better than that one is. So it's whoever had this stapler, it's a much smaller or shorter staple. So we'll put it in like that. That one in the front of the three. Let's see. These are 1876. They should be behind Carson City because by alphabet, that's where it goes. Now, this, like I said, these staples are a pain. You can buy a stapler that makes them flat, or you can do this when you buy coins. If you want to keep a staple from catching and scratching your coin, a 64D, I think it's a little bit loose, so it can probably stay in there. And I'll just leave the penny back there too. But I think this particular holder was meant for stamps, just because it's got a square window. We'll pop it down back there. So these two modern proof, 90%, a non-silver proof, and then this 93 proof can go in the other box. it's got enough room for them. And I'll put them in by year, like that. All right, what else to talk about? Tomorrow I'm going to go to my regular coin dealer. Now, about my treasure chest challenge. That bag, Ziploc bag that had the, where did I put that? Oh, I put them in the dish. Sorry. But this is going to be for my treasure chest stack. That stack plus 2 bags of random silver coins. And I have now Seated Liberty half, couple Seated Liberty quarters, a Seated Liberty dime, and then one each of all the other type designs all the way up until the modern design, the Kennedy 64 and the Washington quarters and the Roosevelt dimes. So there's several different types of coins in this. You know, that's a type, Seated Liberty. This is a type, Barber. And then this would be Washington design. So that's what I mean by type. If anybody says type coins, that's what they mean. This needs, well, I'm not going to bother with that because this is coming out of the holder. Not right this second, but it is going to come out. But this red box is now pretty full, and it's got more better coins in it, and I took some that weren't so good out. Put them elsewhere. That's the film box. All right, I do believe there's going to be enough room to fit these in here. Not much of a problem because it's still kind of loose. These are our modern proofs, so they're going to go all in the back. And then I'll start sorting this out by type of coin and design, denomination, year, you know, that kind of thing. And the non-silver coins might come out of here to be replaced with silver. Wow, I forgot this one's in here. This is an AU Walker, which means there ain't very much wear on it, as you can see. And it still has some pretty good mint luster left on it. That might have to go in another box eventually, but for right now, I'm just going to leave it in here. It wasn't super expensive. Oh yeah, Benjamin Franklin proof. Quite like those two. 40% silver proof. So, you know, I got, this one's a copper nickel proof. So I got a lot of proofs in this, so having a few more ain't going to hurt nothing. But you can find these particular 50s pennies like this. A lot of mint luster on them. Relatively cheap. 35 cents. I don't know what the book says on them for uncirculated, but you know, when you're buying them from somebody, a business, you know, coin dealer or something, if you want it, you buy it. And if you don't want it, you pass and buy something else. Because that's one way to look at it. If you don't like the price, you think something's priced too high, I mean, you can just say, I ain't buying it. I'll buy something else. 19030. Again, Staples. I've got quite a few boxes loaded with stuff now. And it it is time to start assessing some of this stuff for whether I want to keep the coins or sell them at a coin show or something, or a vendor event. I mean, because if it's, let's see if I can find one that's just a common date and worn a bit. Like this one. This is not probably ever going to be a collector coin because it's worn. I mean, it's not bad or nothing. It's just collectors want the best possible coins they can get. So this particular coin would probably never sell for much more than what the melt says. Now, $12 when I bought it, melt might have put it at about $8 or $9 because silver's been up and down quite a bit the last couple of years. But when your coin is worn quite a bit, here's modern proof nickels. They can go towards the back of the other proofs. But that box is filled out. So let's go ahead and go back and recap some of this for anybody that might be watching that might have forgotten what I was talking about first. What I was talking about first was the fact that I got this blue dish, which is short, kind of like a candy dish. And I just loaded it up with some more random silver coins. I'll go back to this topic again. This is heavily polished. You don't want your coins like this if you're being a collector, because it means it's been cleaned and polished. You want your Walking Liberty coins, if they're worn at all, to look like this. And this one is worn a lot because you see all that flat spot. If they're not worn very much, then details on the coin show up. Let's see if I can find one in here that's not horribly worn. Most of these are, though. These are basically stack quality type coins. And when it comes to these, stackers really love these. So much so this year I've only found a few I could buy. This is a Philadelphia 64 JFK. I've managed to buy, I think, 5 total JFK coins this year. Every other time I've seen them, they're already spoken for. So I jumped on a chance to get a few. And I've added quite a few of these to this challenge. I need to do a video where I put all the coins into this and see how close to the top it is. Because the last time I counted, I think I was at $93.05 face value in the treasure chest, which is quite a bit. I might get a few more of those kind of coins tomorrow. And I'll definitely buy another one of these if it's holding it's this cheap, or if it's $14 like the 1873 one I had just showed and put it in a box. But this one, it's a shame it's hold, because when you look at it, you can read part of the Liberty on the shield. It's 1856. You can read the old mint real easy, which is right there, right where the shadow's pointing. That's the old mint mark. And some of the higher details, they're worn flat, but it does have some detail in it, so it's not all flat. So this would probably be around fine, maybe. At least very good. Maybe fine. It won't be an extra fine because it's too much wear. But if it was $12 in no hole, it might be close to that $45 price they put on this. But that was one thing. And then the other thing, in fact, I've gotten together a coin album, and I've put stuff in it now. Now, I'm going to show one other thing I got sent that won't fit in it. Well, not one, but 3 other things. As of until I got this, I had no poured buttons. This is a 10-gram button, silver. Came from AG Stacker. And this guy made it. He poured it and stamped it 10 grains and 3 nines, silver. It's thick because it's 10 grams and it's almost as big around as a dime. So, you know, a dime's 2.5. So, being a little bit less diameter, it's a lot more thickness to get to 10 grams. Now, the other thing he sent me, which was real nice, is this silver star, which is in 3 nines fine silver. But the thing he sent me I think I like the most is this Egyptian 1-gram bar poured on the back. He sent me this because I generously sent him a 1908 quarter and some other stuff. I sent him several selling ship coins like this one of these, and then several other ones, designs. But I sent him some silver dimes and at least 1 or 2, I think. I can't really remember exactly what I sent him, but I sent him stuff a couple different times. And I new silver stacker got a little stash of these coins, these mini coins. I sent him 4 for his big celebration live stream. He's planning probably be a week or 2 from now at least. It won't be this weekend because he hasn't said anything to me, and I'm sure he's going to let me know because he might have a guest. And if he does, it might be me. He might have a couple guests. I think last time he had Patriotic Stacker. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream and set it up so anybody that missed it can go ahead and watch it. And hope you all have a good night. And we will see you next time, probably tomorrow.